now.
Good now. There we go, man.
It's my little training aid for Saturday.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got
pass it
you. We
around.
are
Pass it
live.
around
We
the
are
class.
live. We are live. All right. Wait for a couple of people to come on here and see what's going on in the Facebook world.
Ain't
All
no
right.
love in the heart of the city.
There we go. Big ride. We are working it out. All right. Got to cut my volume down. So, yeah, man. While we wait for a couple of people to come on here and join us,
Mm-hmm.
um, wait for him to come back.
Yeah,
Miss
man, I
Joyce
ain't been at the
Waters, how
house in a
you
while.
doing today, Miss Joyce? We waiting on Chester to get back here. Appreciate you joining us, and a couple people on. So we stream to Facebook and YouTube. So while we are waiting for our solid show time, I always do a hard time of 8 o'clock, and 7:55 is just 5 minutes of prepping and waiting on people to get on. And for those of you that are steadily joining us, bid you a good evening. Thank you once again for supporting the Smoking Jacket broadcast. And this year we got a couple new things and new people going on. And so we're excited about that. Stay tuned as 8 o'clock is my start time. We got 1 minute and we're officially open up the show and waiting on one more co-host to join us. And we'll be looking forward to just some introductions to our two new co-hosts and one that'll be joining us uh, on the fourth Tuesday as we continue to broadcast. All right, Chester, I see you in there. Go ahead and share it while you're in there.
I know. I
Look
just wanted
at,
to see how it looks. Okay.
yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. Mm-hmm. So, all right. Well, you know what? Let me get started with my libation real quick.
Oh, you
And
show off.
huh? Yeah,
Showing
get
off.
some libation so I don't have to be pouring in the middle of the show.
What is it
And
called? What is that?
this
What's
is Japanese Yamato
okay?
and Japanese whiskey. Very nice and light, subtle. Some nice fruity notes.
You ain't gotta lie, man. That thing's like a
Well,
ninja. That thing will creep up in the back of your head and smack you in the back of your
uh,
throat.
well, of course, Rob will remember. We drunk that celebrating our birthday
Yep.
a couple years back, and actually, you
Creepy.
know what? I need me a little more, so I won't have to be pouring uh, that much. But we get ready to start the show. Actually, it's show time. So
It's
let me
time.
officially welcome each and every one of you to
Welcome.
Smoking Jacket broadcast with Dr. Sayso, your host, and like to thank co-hosts for coming on. And we're looking for a couple more to join us. And but as we start, Rob, man, you've been with me a solid year and a half now, man. And Rob is returning. I do have to say this before I do anything. First of all, I got to thank Lanessa Terry for joining us and being with us. Lanessa is moving on to some other things, life things, and making some moves, and didn't have time to fulfill any other obligations in life. And so she hit me up and said, "Hey, I'm not going to be joining. Hey, Maya Brown. Hey, Lenny Wood. What's going on, my brother?" And definitely, she is going to be missed. And we thank God for her. We ask God's continued prayers over her and for Him to cover her and for all the great things that she's done, what she brought to the show. And so, Lanessa, shout out to you, girl. We thank you. And I'm sure those that are with me and have saw you and seen you on the show share the same sentiments. So,
Absolutely. All the best,
whatever
Vanessa.
you are and whatever your hand touches, we definitely ask that you be blessed by it and blessed doing it. Okay. We are, Rob, as Z is trying to get back in, so we're waiting on her. But as I was saying, man, you've been with me, for this duration, man, and I certainly appreciate that. So enlighten us on, some of the things you've been doing while we had this break. What's going on in your life, man? Some things that you're about to do and about to get into, and so, man, take it away.
Well, Lanessa, I wish you all the best, and I'm gonna miss your pretty face on the show every other week. But I'm sure you'll stay in touch, and don't forget about us little people when you make it to the top. If you ain't
Hey,
already there, if you ain't already there already, you know what I mean. So don't forget about us. But with me, answer your question. I retired officially. I was a chemical engineer. I retired from DoD in January.
yes, sir.
And so, I've been kind of chilling for the last X amount of months. And so, I've just been kind of, I moved my mom in with me. You know what I mean? She's getting older now. And I brought her down from Philly. I wanted to have her close,
Right,
to me
right.
so I can see her and make sure that everything is good. And so that's a blessing. You know what I mean? I'm doing what my dad would have wanted me to do. You know what I mean? I saw my dad passed away in our dining room, surrounded by our entire family, and
Mm,
maybe in a second, he would have wanted me to look after his wife, and so that's my job. So
right.
I'm doing what my old man told me to do.
Good man.
So thank you. So she's here with me, and so as far as like what's going on in the future, I'm looking forward to the second season of this show with you guys. I just met Chester. It's nice to meet you, brother. I'm
Hey,
excited about what we're going to talk about, what we're going to get into. Of course, with Dr. Sayso, it just always is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I
thank
mean?
you,
And
brother.
then of course the other co-hosts, we got Z coming on, and everybody else. I'm just really looking forward to it. But
Yeah,
just a little bit of a caveat real quick. I'm more of a weapons guy. And so with the passing of these different type of pistol laws and stuff, people are starting to get into guns more and CCW permits. And so I decided with my knowledge and stuff that I wanted to give a master class. And so I'm giving a master class this Saturday in Waldorf.
uh-huh.
You can hit me up at rwaples@hotmail.com. It's only $20. There's going to be no shooting. We're going to have, little rubber guns like this that we pass around, and we'll talk about them and we'll handle them and stuff like that. And it's a master class. We'll just talk about, just hitting you with just raw information. That's all it is, just raw
What
information.
was that? R Waples at what?
rwaples@hotmail.com. It's from 12 to 2 p.m. It's in a nice little office building up there in Waldorf, and it's only $20, and I guarantee you'll have a great time. My job is to make sure that you leave there knowing 10 times more than you did before you walked in. And if I didn't do that, I didn't do my job.
I'm gonna have to
Right.
hit you.
I got you.
Absolutely. So
All right. Well, look here. I definitely want y'all to check out the email, rwaples at hotmail.com. If you're interested in getting into that class, definitely hit him up. Get your spot reserved. I believe it's $20. It is definitely a precursor to getting your HQL and already getting up to speed on what you need before you even get that far, so you won't even have any problems when you do get that far. So it's always great to have some hands-on knowledge before even getting there. So appreciate that, Rob. Look, let me take time out to give a shout out to Lenny Woods once again. Yo, my brother, what's going on? Maya Brown, Rain Odom, what's happening, girl? Got to get another connect with you down at in Pasadena. Sam Green, appreciate you. Terry Starkley, Angela, what's up, Angela? Tell Cat Man I said what's going on, what's happening. Prayers
Man,
to you. All.
that man just
Appreciate you. Huh?
that
Cat
man
Man
just
get retired. I know that's right. I know that's right. Also, looking at Donovan, Anthony O'Brien, appreciate you, man, coming on. And Joyce Waters, all right.
that's my
Glad to
aunt.
have you. That's AIT. What's happening?
She filling in. Mom passed, so she filling in for my mom, so she had to come and check her son.
No, that's it. Is that the one that came to the lounge that day?
Her, yes,
That's
sir.
what. Yeah. Hey, Auntie, what's going on?
What's up,
James
Auntie?
Garnett,
I love
what's
you.
happening? All right. Hey, look here. So look, the day's show is just getting to know the new co-hosts and welcoming back the second season of the show. So before I turn it over to Chester and just let him introduce himself in his own way and own fashion. Evan and Gales, what's happening up there in Baltimore? What's going on with you? All right. We just next week we're gonna start. I mean, not next week. Fourth Tuesday, we're gonna start our topics once again. So looking to come back with some great topics, great information, not just cigars, but information that helps us through life and to help us move forward in life, as well as doing some shows on that are cigar related. So I definitely am thanking our new co-host. One we had that dropped out already, but we got another one coming in, and I'm going to show her pictures soon because I'm looking forward to the things that she's going to bring. Totally great personality. So looking for that. Chester, man, how you been, man?
Man, I'm good, brother.
Well, first of all, man, I have to say thank you for agreeing to just join us. Chester comes with an array of and wealth of knowledge, technological skills, and not only that, the dude misses calling because he should be a daggone comedian. But man, I appreciate you, man. Talk to us, man, about you, man.
Man, I'm a retired firefighter after 28 years, 28 and a half. And the last 2 years, I've worked at Cigars 210 for a year and a half. And now I'm working at Cigar Palace down there with Saucing, the sauce. Yeah, yeah. Other than that, man, I'm trying to do like with Rob. I'm just trying to enjoy life, man. Trying to enjoy the rest of these summers I got left on top of this dirt.
Yes, sir.
But Chester, man, you being modest, man, because you know
Yeah,
what?
he being humble. He being humble.
He really is, man, because I want you to, first of all, I remember when, this dude used to come down to Petworth and, I tried to get him, tried to get him on, tried to, get because Chester has this air, humble, but this air, he brings energy to every room he's in. And not only that, he literally, when I talk about his dedication in attaining, knowledge into this industry, Chester picked up a whole lot of stuff that I've noticed. Watching, him and listening to him and looking at what he's smoking now versus what he smoked back then, the knowledge that he's gained and attained in this industry. And then not only that, Chester comes with a whole vibe.
Everybody has a vibe.
Say what?
Everybody has a vibe.
Everybody
has a vibe, right?
Bro, let me tell you something, man. What's his name? Sang the song "Something from Something Leaves Nothing." No, that ain't in your case, brother. When you bring something, bro, you add to whatever you bring.
I'm just trying to enjoy it. Whatever time I have left, I'm gonna leave a mark. I got to.
Yeah, and that's it. That's it, man. And that's why I'm glad I got you on the show. Shelly Miles, what's happening, sis? Benny Cox, what's going on, my brother? All right, man. Thank you for watching. But I just love the energy that you bring, and I'm sure because every time I looked at certain things that was you were doing, whether posting, whether you were making your little videos and short stories, you had a whole vibe going on over there at 210, man. It was, I mean, you changed the norm, and it was phenomenal. It was great. So
surround yourself with good people, man. That energy gets reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? The sun puts off energy, but guess what? The sun gets energy from all the planets around it. So I try to make sure that energy is positive as much as I can, man. We ain't got that. We only here for a short time.
All right, so we can nickname you Sunshine.
No, sir. Logging off.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Hey,
I don't know about you, Chris. I'm not
Hell
calling
no.
another grown
Not
man
calling no
sunshine.
grown man sunshine.
I'm
Or
not gonna do
delicious.
that.
I'm with you, Rob.
I can't do it.
No,
Yeah.
sir. I appreciate that.
I know that's right. This is
Like
cool.
Rob already, goddamn.
Yeah.
Easy
Hey,
back
Dee
up.
Hill Pratt, what's happening?
Hey,
Uh,
Dee.
Hey, Z got some of her. Tyrell Prout, what's going on, man? We appreciate y'all coming on, man. I'm just trying to shout y'all out. There's some things I'm gonna explain about this streaming format after we save the best for last. But man, we got this sister on here, and we got another one as well. She's coming on, and she's gonna be joining us on the next show. But we used to call her, well, at least I used to call her Miss Prime Draw.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
That's
boy.
dead.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not even gonna open my mouth no more. Z, come on and talk to us because you got some things going on, some life changes. Jeffrey Ogden, what's happening, man? You got some things that are going on in your life presently right now. So come on, give us the A to the Z.
Yes.
All right.
I do have a lot going on presently. What I have going on is not having no fuel in my lighter, which is a problem.
Here. Let me
A
help you out.
major
Let
problem
me
for
help you out
all
real quick.
smokers.
Let me help you out.
There you go.
There you go.
Hold it to the
I
screen.
know,
girl.
right?
Hold
Let
it
me
to
get
the
this.
screen.
Shit.
Look, I'm trying to spark up my Black Label trading company, La Madonna Negra. Y'all know I'm really big on boutiques. And this is, I don't want to say their newest release because the Poison Dart came out under Black Works, but they got a lot of stuff going on. If you haven't smoked Black Label, Black Works, you're missing out.
Right.
So basically, Prime Draw Cigars is no more. I had 3 years in my last location, technically 4, and am now expanding from 1,000 square feet in Baltimore City to now going to 2,200 square feet.
Go ahead, Queen.
Whoa.
Indoor in Pikesville with another 1,700 square feet outdoor.
Wow.
Yes. So
Congratulations.
Wait a minute. You said 1,700 square feet outdoor?
outdoor. I did the measurements the other day. 1,700 square feet outdoor and 2,200 indoor.
Hold on. I got to let you know what Dee Dee Hill says. She says Euphoria lifestyle.
Yes.
Coming soon.
And I'm gonna tell you what, Dee Dee Hill has been such a great help. We've been in there, have a lot to do. This lounge, Prime Draw Cigars was really I don't want to call it the roundaway lounge, but it was your neighborhood lounge. It was like chairs. You definitely it definitely had that vibe. You want to go where everybody knows your name, and once you come once, everybody embraces you. And my regulars just really made Prime into what it was by loving on people, and that's really who I am. But this new lounge is a luxury lounge. It has a dress code. I want to get into live music. I want to, expand people's palette beyond just the palette for cigars, but your musical palette. Your palette for libations. Both wine and liquor pairings as well as liqueur pairings, and getting into coffees and teas and herbs, and understanding how all of that stuff, anything that you put on your tongue or you put into you smell, affects your palate. I really want it to be a cigar experience, a collective experience. The style, that's why it's Euphoria Lifestyle Cigars. So I just want to keep it growing, and I don't want to pigeonhole myself. So I think it's going to be wonderful. I got memberships, 24-hour access.
Ooh,
It's
nice.
going to be really
that 24-hour access is going to be a hit. I can see it.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
We definitely appreciate your, I know, running it, with everything, you run into some problems. I remember doing the show with you in Baltimore when I came up there And she that internet. But I remember during the show when I went up there to her new lounge, and it definitely, oh man, I just can't wait till it opens. But um, uh, she's gonna do great, and she's gonna do well in that particular area. So we just want to wish her well in that, and wish her good luck. And I know there's a lot of people waiting and looking forward to her grand opening on that day. We're going to, we're going to wait till she come back on.
Be a
I don't
great
want
place
her to
to do
miss
a
anything.
broadcast from.
Huh?
It'd be a great place to do a broadcast.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And as I move around, because I'm gonna come to Cigar Palace tester,
Boom.
and and we may get Salsa on there to sit with us and showcase some things that she might have up and coming. And I just don't want to sit here and just have I'm gonna move around and come to some different places and lounges and make some things happen while Rob sit there in the comfort of his little home with his little studio mic, looking like Albie Shore. you know, but guys, man, speaking of Albie Shore, we prayers out to him as he's going through some life challenges now. Yeah. But I didn't mean that in no kind of funny way, but because the brother is going through it right now. But we're looking forward to and having. Zee is back on. Hold on, let me get her in here.
I apologize. I don't know what happened, but I will tell you what. I came back with some fire.
Okay, baby. But you needed a little. I know what happened. You needed a break.
Yeah.
No, look.
Yeah, you didn't just want to get up and walk away from the show. I understand.
But Chris, I'm gonna tell you what is so funny without interrupting y'all flow. Guess what is behind me on my porch flying around?
A bat.
What?
A bee.
A bee.
A bee.
Them killer bee cigars they want.
No. and I laugh at that because when Chris brought me on the first time and we were out front of Euphoria, there was this bee who would not leave us alone.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what we did, and now it's a bee on my porch. That got to be a spiritual thing.
Look it up. Better look it up.
Yeah. Yeah, you find a good number to play, let me know. Look it up.
Okay, I'm about to say, look, if the Lord trying to tell me something, let it be 6 figures worth or something.
I settle for 6.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna lie, I settle for 4 right now. Hell, 2 was better than what I had yesterday.
I know that. So look, but finish telling us as we move towards that grand opening and whatnot. I started out saying I know there's some challenges because we put some dates out there as I was up there in Baltimore when we did the show and introducing the new lounge to some folks. But with everything, hang in there because I know there's some challenges and it'll get frustrating sometimes. But in the long run, man, let me tell you, when it does happen, it's gonna happen in God's appointed time, and it's gonna be even more of a blessing than it is now. So so we're looking forward to that, and we're rooting for you too.
How long before
I
you
appreciate it. I'm gonna tell you what. Like in any business right now, women are really up and coming and are really taking becoming stronger in the community. You see this little bee behind me? I'm sorry, I'm scared. I've never been stung. I don't want to be stung now. But I'm gonna tell you what, especially in Maryland and DC, the population of women smokers is ridiculously large. When you go to other states, they are in awe that I could be open on any given day, and 60% of the people in the lounge are women. And these are women that are not there with their man. They're there because they smoke or their man is there with them, because they understand, they're really wanting to learn. They're really becoming very educated in tobacco itself across the board, not just cigars, but in pipe smoking as well. So it's just
Uh-huh.
to see what the women are doing and how involved they are becoming,
Right.
and becoming knowledgeable, it being a thing of knowledge as opposed to just a thing of how you look, how you dress, being overly provocative, because
Uh-huh.
that sometimes can lead. But the level of knowledge, the knowledge base these women have is wonderful, and
Amen.
I'm loving it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's great. And the most important thing is that they're comfortable where they're smoking at, not being harassed, etc. That turn it into a meat market, and so I applaud you for keeping the kind of establishment that you have and making everyone
Yeah.
comfortable in
No
this.
blaze.
Yeah. So, but Rob, I definitely. Well, you know what? Let me do this as we introduce the other two co-hosts. We had one that well, preferably she's all right. I have not heard from her, but in the interim, I'm gonna introduce the new co-host that is going to replace Thursa, who is in North Carolina and had to go further down south. And this is who will be joining us as a additional co-host to the show. Her name is Vanita. She's down in Atlanta, Georgia, and she comes. Yes,
Like
yes,
her
yes.
fly.
Hey, look, let me tell you, the girl got it going on. She is the industry cigar smoker, but her dress, decor, everything that she brings, I mean, she brings it. So she's at presently an event down at Atlanta Cigar Week. She couldn't join us today. She really wanted to, but she's with Cigar Mike, some great things. And so we're looking forward to having her on. She has one of the groups, and Antoine Chambers is on with us now, and she has that pipe group, Pipes and Pearls.
Types and pearls, yeah.
And yeah. So that is the administrator for the Pipes and Pearls, and definitely a very classy woman, very classy. And when she graces the lounge, people pay attention because when she comes, she's bringing it. And not only that, she's very intelligent, has her own trucking company. She drives her 18-wheeler. And
Okay.
yeah,
I
man,
love it.
yeah, she be getting it in. I mean, she be pushing that 18-wheeler too. I saw a video of her backing up, and I'm talking about, uh, how you have to parallel park, and
Hmm.
you really need a Volkswagen to get into it. Yeah, she parked that 18-wheeler like it was a Volkswagen.
Mm.
So yeah, and so definitely looking forward to great things from her. But I got some questions, man. Now, y'all ready for some football?
What?
Oh,
Ravens
Yeah,
Nation, baby, I'm ready. We
ready.
came
Well,
up with a win.
What?
y'all did a little something, and
I
y'all,
love
yeah,
you, sister.
definitely. But
Don't be mad at us. At least we started off right. Our
so
problem ain't the start, okay?
when I opened up the show last year for football, I did make a great prediction because Philly did make it to the Super Bowl. And I'm not one of these guys that is gonna say Dallas going to the Super Bowl every year. No, I ain't gonna do that. But who did? And Rob, you got to back me up on this. I said it was gonna be Philly, and I actually, to be honest with you, I said Miami. I said it was gonna be Philly and Miami. Miami kind of faltered towards the end of the season. I really thought Tua was gonna do some great things, and he didn't do bad. He didn't do bad.
but he got
Um,
hurt.
got hurt.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think they would have been that powerhouse though for Kansas City if they would have had to come up against them. But so my prediction this year,
Oh,
my prediction this year, I'm gonna tell you now, I'm going with Dallas this year.
Okay.
All right. I don't get all y'all on Facebook. Look at me right now. The hell with all y'all. All right. Because
I'm glad you know everybody looking
I
at you.
know this thing getting ready to get lit up right now. I know it's getting ready to get lit up right now.
It sure is.
I'm not basing that. I'm not basing that off that game. You can't base that off that game that they had with New York. No, because they really didn't have no offense. But I'm gonna tell you, their defense this year reminds me of Baltimore Ravens defense.
Defense looks mean.
Okay, and defense wins games. Yeah, and so I'm gonna say, and then y'all really going. I'm going with the Cleveland Browns.
Not happening, baby. That's not happening.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
That's not happening. Yeah. No, you should say, "Oh, ain't that cute?"
Yeah,
no,
send them back on page.
All right, well, y'all mark it down. Philly. I mean, I'm sorry, Dallas and Cleveland. What you got, Chester?
I don't know, man. It's too soon. It's too soon. I don't like to jump out there too soon, man. But Cowboys do look good. The Cowboys do look good. I would say that, but I don't know.
Hey, all right, Rick Ross, what's happening, man? Darren McMillan, what's going on, man? Hey, Darren, man, hey, boss man, looking for you, boy.
Let me ask you a question.
I had to light boss man up on Facebook. He wasn't taking nobody phone calls. Boss man wasn't Melvin. If you watch it, yeah, he wasn't taking nobody phone calls. Normally, if New York loses, boss man would have at least come on and say something. F you, F Dallas, whatever, anything, right? He wasn't saying nothing because the win wasn't just a win. It was a massacre. But so you think it's too soon, Chester?
Yeah, it's too soon. Too soon for me. But Rob said he got a question.
Yeah. What's up, Ryan?
Let me ask y'all a question. So when y'all watched that game between Dallas and New York, do you think that was more of a testimony to Dallas's prowess or New York's inability to be a decent football team? Do you think that was more Dallas or was it more New York?
I'm going to say Dallas did their thing. They imposed their will, because you got to look at that first set of plays that the Giants had. They look good.
But this is Dallas, though. They do it every single year. Dallas has always had a great defense. They've always had a great defense.
Oh no!
But it's a shame. But it's a shame. Come on. Half your defense wants to play for Philadelphia. Don't go there. So what I'm saying is that. So what I'm saying is that you got an 8th year starting quarterback that you got to kind of hope and pray to God stops throwing the ball to the other team.
Oh, come on, man. He sucks. I'm gonna tell you. You know what? Look. Let me tell you something. Trent Dilfer sucked, but he won a Super Bowl. Am I right, Zee? Come on, Trent Dilfer now. We talking Trent Dilfer. Man probably averaged about 100. He probably averaged what Dallas did. And look, here's the thing. Dallas only had 134 passing yards.
Amen.
Just about, it might have been even total yards offense.
Come on, Philadelphia won our first Super Bowl with a backup quarterback. Come on, you're not impressing nobody, man. You got to come a little bit harder than that.
First of all, Nick Foles wasn't really no backup quarterback. That dude
Nick Foles will never buy another beer in Philadelphia as long as he lives again. Ever. He'll never buy another beer. He'll never buy anything in Philly ever again.
Yeah, y'all did him dirty, though.
No, we didn't. No.
You don't think so?
Come on. The dude was the MVP of the Super Bowl. Okay. He took us all the way through the playoffs and won the Super Bowl. He was starting material. We had already drafted Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz got us to the playoffs, and then Nick Foles finished it. So when Jaguars showed up with a record, hey, we want your boy and we're gonna pay him X amount of how selfish would that have been for us? We drafted Nick Foles. He took us to the Super Bowl. He's the golden child. We would be greedy not to let him go. You know what I'm saying? So he wanted to go reluctantly. We wanted to let him go reluctantly. But guess what? When he retires, he's coming back home.
Now I got a question to these viewers. That's why
we ain't got no answers. So what's up? What's up, Zee?
These viewers been eating you up, Chris. I'm trying to tell you.
Get
They
him,
say
Z.
you reaching with them Cowboys
Get him,
or
Yeah.
Z.
the Browns. Not.
Whoa.
That's what Ray said.
But
They
I,
say you reaching.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna wait till the end of the season to plead my case. I'm telling you now.
Okay.
All right.
And
Then-
Wait.
alternatively, to do what when it fall through?
Well,
That's
well,
really,
I'm always a man of my word now. That when I had a bet with a brother in Tampa, when Dallas, I flew to Tampa. Did I not, Rob?
Yeah, you
Flew to
did. Yeah,
Tampa,
you did.
honored my bet. Was gonna
Yeah,
go
you
work
did.
in his lounge, and I went, and unfortunately went in the middle of a
During a
storm.
hurricane. During a
Yeah,
hurricane.
and went. But yeah, I'll come on in and eat crow.
So who does everybody else? Who does everybody else think gonna be in the Super Bowl? What about you, Z?
Well,
Who
Z,
in the
what
Super
you
Bowl?
got?
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't want to say I'm not a big football girl. I love watching football,
Gotcha.
but I'm not a student of the game.
Gotcha.
So I'm always gonna go with the home team, and that's the Ravens, because if I say anything other than that, I might not have nobody in my lounge when I open.
Blast
So, so I stay in my
Now,
lane.
that right there was
I'm
a
a
business
basketball
decision.
girl.
That was a
Well,
business decision.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm
To the
smart.
testament,
Okay,
to the
but I'm a
testament
basketball
of the
girl.
Ravens. Yeah.
Okay.
To the testament of the Ravens.
And that's coming soon.
Odell Beckham, teamed up with Lamar Jackson, can be a game changer.
Can be.
It can be. Now Ray Farmer says Ravens and Dolphins. All right, Ray.
Ravens and Dolphins.
Adrian got the nerve to say, "Don't come for the Giants."
I know who Rob gonna say. At least
Man,
one.
Adrian, come on, Adrian. You know what?
It ain't gonna be
All
Answer
roads
this
go through
question.
Philly.
Answer this question, Adrian. Answer this question. You got to be from New York.
I was about to die.
You got to be from New York. I know you got to be from New York because
She is. A is from Brooklyn.
oh, you know,
She from New York.
so you know what? I know I'm gonna take some slack for this.
Now watch your mouth.
one.
Nah, watch. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Mm,
Go
mm,
somewhere. Go somewhere else. Turn your head.
Watch it.
'Cause I know what you can ready to say. Just turn your head.
All right, I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she said, "Don't come for us,
Adrian
Chris.
said,
Don't come for
for
her."
us. I ain't met a New Yorker I ain't like yet. Cause y'all
That's what you gotta
obnoxious.
say.
Y'all
You know,
worse
they-
than
They
they
come
call
with their
our fans
semblance
obnoxious.
on.
Man, y'all could be 1-15 and still going to the Super Bowl.
Shit, that's Dallas.
Oh,
Yo, Dallas has got players that play for the team that haven't seen them win a Super Bowl yet.
let's move on.
What was that?
Let's do that. You ain't winning this one, buddy.
We've been to the Super Bowl twice in 5 years. Y'all ain't been there since what?
Yeah.
2000
y'all sound like boss man right now.
1995.
You know what? Z already. Z, you know, I do have this question. I got to ask it again since we have an array of viewers on because you talked about what you were smoking. Your passion for boutique cigars. How did that come about? Because everybody, I mean, we discussed this when I came to Baltimore. We did, but let's talk about it again because there's some new people on here that need to know.
So when the business started, even prior to me, Prom Drawer becoming an official business, when I started smoking with my previous partner, I really was drawn to the boutiques. I did all my necessary research. I'm sorry, y'all. I hate bugs, so don't be mad when I, jump through the screen. But my thing is, when we were looking for how we would fit into the current lounges that exist, the truth is, Maryland is the place. We have a lot of lounges. I'm going to tell you, a lot of lounges. We have a lot of grab and go shops. If you try to act like you don't have a place to go in Maryland, you just don't need to stay home on the porch, because there is something for everybody somewhere in Maryland that will fit your aesthetic and the vibe that you want. But the one thing I didn't see displayed a lot was anybody that went real heavy with the boutiques. You would see them here and there, but you see a lot of traditional cigars. So the thought process was, how can we set ourselves apart and brand ourselves in a way that nobody else is doing? And that was by saying, hey, we're going to be an ultra boutique shop. We're going to be the shop that you come to when you want something new. Because see, you could get the Big Five anywhere. You can get My Father. You can get Monte Cristo. You can get Macanudo. We know, these are tried and true brands. But I'm gonna tell you something. Just because they're tried and true brands doesn't mean they fit everybody's palate. And I also love the fact that some of the boutique brands are small gauge brands. They understand that the smaller vitolas, the flavor is there. They understand you can taste the wrapper in the smaller gauges. And then I also love the fact that you can reach out and touch the owners. You're not going to touch some of these owners. Carlito, he's very personable, but you can't just, drive by over his house and be like, hey, I want you to come down to this small mama pop. It's not gonna happen. You're not putting the numbers out. But I can get a James Brown, owner of Black Label. I can get, a Juan
Lee.
Campbell, owner of Protocol Cigars. I can get a Lee Marsh and JR, that own Stolen Throne, that are also from Baltimore. So you have a lot of brands that have phenomenal cigars, and these profiles are very, very developed profiles in their cigars. But you have to want to try something new. If you're just smoking one brand and one strength, you're doing yourself a disservice. You have to expand your palate and want to go beyond what you smoke every day. And I think there are some wonderful Black Label. I'm always going to be a fan of it. Killer Bee, and that's off of Black Works. Killer Bee,
Right, exactly.
Connecticut. You talking about Natural Born Killer, the new Poison Dart that just came out. I mean, it goes on and on. One people overlook the Serpent in the Rainbow. Phenomenal cigar. I have some on my shelf in a Corona Gorda that people overlook because of the gauge. But I'm gonna tell you what, I've had that cigar sitting for 2 years, longer than that. They were from my 2020, late 2020, early 2021. And if you smoke this cigar, you would be pleasantly surprised. GPC 1502, phenomenal cigars. You just gotta wanna expand your palate.
All right, Tony Grillo, what's happening, man? Appreciate you coming on. Well, I'm always amazed when I hear you speak to that because it's a testament to the knowledge that you've attained and acquired and the research that you have done. Not only that, but dare to set your own business model for your own shop, and it's working for you. And so I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't do nothing different. Chester is a magnet. He's sitting there absorbing all of that. I'd be surprised if he don't have a pen and paper.
I am.
Yeah.
Zephoria. I'm coming to the Zephoria.
Oh yeah, and he will, I'm gonna tell you now because this man here, you know what, you always get into giving everybody nicknames, but what's my man? He's like the Jim Brown of the cigar. Jim Brown, man, Jim. Come on, Cleveland Brown, Jim Brown. Jim Brown was Black Power, baby. That's Chester Waters Jr. Yeah, that's our current day Jim Brown right there.
And you got to love our people and support our people, man.
Who else? Right.
And I agree with that. And I'm gonna tell you what,
turn your garage light back on, Chester.
Yep. And you gotta be willing to listen. I think that's one of the biggest things about how Prime was and how Zephoria will be. You really have to want to listen to the customer. You listen to the patron. You don't know everything. I haven't been smoking as long as people would like to believe I have. My palate is very delicate. I'm a baker, a pastry chef. So I view it a little different than some people. So it's a little different for me. I really smoke in medium to full. I will smoke full, but I love a nice medium. Something like the Warp Futuro, which Darrell from Brownleaf put me on. you know, and you can't be so egotistical as to believe that you don't have to listen to people. You know, I'm so thankful to the people who come to Prime and to the people willing to share the knowledge, because the truth is you could go spend your money anywhere. You know, you don't have to come to me. So when you come to me, customer service, good customer service and hospitality is at the top of my list. I'm going to love on you. I love to love on people. So I'm going to love on you.
The main part, customer service. Without good customer service.
You know, and he's right, because let me tell you, Chester will drive 2.5 hours to his spot. Cigar sessions, baby. And I'm going with you.
I love Pat.
Yeah. I gotta get there. Hey, look, Ray Farmer said, "Preach, Z."
That's my guy.
Tyro, yeah. Ray Farmer said, "Nice shirt you got on too." Yeah. Ray Farmer, the owner, proprietor of All Black Everything Apparel.
Yes.
We're gonna have him on the show.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. I follow him on social media. He doing
he does the Smoking Jacket broadcast apparel. I actually have to catch up with him, and I need to give him this, you know, money so I can get these sweatsuits that are going to be made by him, and with the Smoking Jacket brand, but also. I did not want to negate his brand and not put it on there, so it will be the All Black Everything Smoking Jacket broadcast apparel. So we're gonna make that happen. All right, Carolyn, Victorian, appreciate you having you on. Asia, good to have you on.
So you know, Asia works at Prime.
Oh, okay.
And works at Prime. She's our pipe stress out. She's really in the pipes, but she also has her own coffee company, Coffee Bean company is coming soon.
Yeah. And now I'm not sure who Adrian Felton is talking about. So he said, "Hey, Fred." So I don't know if he's talking about my Masonic Fred or if he's talking about Rob with his Phi Beta Sigma on. So, Adrian, please identify yourself with either or.
Yeah, Adrian is a Zeta.
Okay. Oh, Adrian is. Oh, that's a. Wait a minute.
Yeah, Adrian is a woman. She from New York. She said, "Don't come for the Giants." She's one of Prime Drawers day one.
You know, in all seriousness, because I'm looking at my phone. The phone does not, you know, the pictures are really small, so I was assuming, and my apologies. Okay, that is a woman. So
sorry, that's my sword.
Yeah, exactly. We got it. Yeah.
Then you got, Tyrone Hogg put up there square.
All right. Yeah, I didn't see that. See, I'm all right. What's up, Square? So Mo to be. All right. And Chester, we got 15 minutes to wrap it up. How are things going over at Cigar Palace, man?
Man, you know what? I love it. I can love any lounge for real, man. As long as the energy is good.
Yeah.
Whenever the energy is good, or like we say, the customer service. And you know how Saucin is, man. She is very particular. She talks to everybody. Yeah. She makes sure she greets everyone, and she tries to meet everybody wherever they are. And so I'm learning. Like you say, I'm a student of the game. So wherever I go, I try to learn as much as I can from whoever I'm working with.
Right.
Go from there. But I love it.
We gotta come down. Get Sephora / Prime Drawer people to come down and do a takeover and show y'all some love.
We're gonna come up. Yeah, I promise you that.
Definitely.
They homeless and everybody wants somewhere to go.
Hey, Fred Peck, I appreciate you, my brother. Oh, Bionic Lounge. He says, great show. Glad to have y'all back for season 2. Appreciate you, man. And thanks for tuning in. Rob, you forgot to really tell us. You got a couple other things going on. The fourth Tuesday, I really wanted to do that show with Carl about the financial piece, trust funds, etc. I'm gonna actually wait for that because I need you back for that one.
Okay.
because you have a wealth of knowledge on that as well. I sat up at the tinderbox and had the privilege to talk with him and Carl, and we just engaged in a conversation about finances. And man, it was crazy. I mean, the stuff and wealth of knowledge that they both shared, I think us as a people need to know. And because it one teaching you how to protect your money, how to protect your investments, and how to through trust funds. I didn't know a lot about that. Rob was really well versed on that. So, Rob, the reason I'm gonna cancel that show and the reason why is because tell us you going somewhere soon. I don't know if you mind telling. I mean, you're always
Nah,
in
well,
cognito.
I mean, now that you'd have put me on the spot, it's not like I could sit here and say no, I'm not going nowhere. But yeah, for the next show, I'll be in South Africa.
Blame it on it.
Oh,
Blame it
that's
on
gonna
it.
be
Blame it on it. Blame it on
beautiful.
it.
I retired in January, and the very first thing I wanted to do was, I got tired. I was in the military, and I traveled around the entire globe, and in and out of combat zones and stuff like that. And I never went anywhere that I really wanted to go. They always sent me someplace that was a meat grinder somewhere. And so as soon as I retired in January, man, I said very first I booked the ticket, got me a nice, beautiful Airbnb, man. Overlook. I'm going to see my penguins. They got the African penguins down there. I got to go see my penguins.
Oh,
I'm a bird
beautiful.
man, so
What
this
branch?
this army. See this little bastard back here
Oh,
in the tank right there. Every fish that I put in the tank, he murks. So I got an attitude of him. He's mad at me right now. He doesn't like the different color lights, so that's the reason why I got him on right now to torture him. But
Army. Oh,
Thank you for your service too, brother.
oh, no problem, no problem. Thanks for your support. But yeah,
that's
so I retired and I'm out now, and going to go down to South Africa and maybe look at probably picking up a piece of property or something. So
wonderful. How many years?
there, my career is very complicated. So I will put it to you like this. I did 16 years combined, and another 18 years in another line of work, and another 15 years in a different line of work. All of them were concurrent. So
Wow.
yeah. So
Well,
it was.
Ray Farmer says thank you for your service, Rob and Chester. But Ray Farmer, to be very frank, all of us on here are veterans. I'm United States Marine Corps. Chester's United States Army.
Air
Z
Force.
is United States. I'm sorry. Oh, you know what? You are that intelligent, aren't you? Yeah. And Z,
Whoa! Hey,
you make that correction. Chester is
Wait a
United
minute,
States
Chester,
Air
you're
Force.
what branch?
Air Force.
Air Force.
Right, look,
Yeah.
let me give you a high five, bro. I'm Navy.
Ah,
Yeah,
You know
we
what I'm talking about?
Navy,
So they
yeah.
can see you
Look,
that.
Yeah, well, Rob, it looked like it's only two of us that are real ground pounders.
aim high.
yeah. You know what?
Been high,
I'll
baby.
take sleeping in the mud any day. I'll take
Yeah,
it.
Well, hell, I'll
will
drop
But
you off. I used to tell Chris, I'll drop you off now. And
we
go
did
back
steal
up.
your air conditioners in the Air Force, though. When we was in
Right.
Afghanistan, they had pallets of the Air Force had pallets of air conditioners and stuff and plywood coming in. Half that shit was missing. Hey, if I could
ain't
steal
mad at
two
you.
dirt, if I
Not
could
at
steal
all.
2 dirt bikes from the Norwegian Special Forces, I stole 2 or 3 pallets of your air conditioners.
Hey, look, you know what? Look, as we're getting close to this time, let me enlighten some of our viewers on what's happening with the show. First of all, I want to say, I missed something here. Gotta say, if you come on to the show, so that you're able to leave comments, and so I don't have to look at my phone and give your comments. Please feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, The Smoking Jacket Broadcast with Dr. Sayso, and then you will be able to post your live comments, and I could post them on the screen so that people could see them, and we could, everybody could see that you're online, and we could see your questions visibly, and I could post them like I'm doing right now, whereas you see this one. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel for the next broadcast, and hit to be alerted when the show goes live, and I would appreciate that. And that way you could post your comments. I could post them as I see fit, and that way, we see you live, that you're live with us. And the other thing are as you remember, I used to do the show on Mondays, second Mondays, and on fourth Mondays. So now I moved the show to second Tuesdays and fourth Tuesdays because I didn't want it to coincide with NFL football on a Monday. And I also wanted to make sure that I was able to lock down Chester because he's an important piece of this puzzle and this show that we call the Smoking Jacket broadcast. And I appreciate him taking the time to be able to come on with us. Well, first of all, is everybody having fun? Because that's what this is about. That's what this is all about, to have fun, to bring some education to people, not just about cigars, but about everyday life. And we look forward to that. I do look forward to Zee. I reached out to Lee from Stolen Thrones.
That's my guy.
Yeah. So I had his number in my phone, and I really want to try to get Ed Reed on the show to talk about, the Ed Reed cigar. And so we did talk last year when I was at the PCA, and he agreed to do the show. I know he has to be reminded because I know he's a very busy man. So the cigar dropped. I haven't had it yet, but I'm looking forward to trying it. I want to try it, and then I just thank you, and I just want to have him on the show because I know he worked very hard with Placencia, and who has some very notable cigars and tobaccos, and is doing very well with their line, their brand, and their core brand of cigars. So we want to mix it up. We are going to stay into the realm of cigars and libations and talk about some of those things. And I don't know, Chester, you indulging in anything tonight other than the cigar?
No, man, this is it. Just got I got off. Maybe what I got off at 6.
Yeah.
Home, and I'm just gonna finish this nice little cigar and sit out here.
What you smoking on? What you smoking on, man? What you smoking on?
Just a little shark.
All right.
Just a little shark. Just a little shark.
Little shark I got from Sessions.
Yeah. Yeah, just a little shark. Yeah, okay. 20, 24,
if you've never been to Sessions, you have to go.
You have to go. Sessions is out of this world. But we coming. Yeah. When does the new spot open up, Zee?
So
what's the plan?
I have every intention of being open by the end of this month. I have every intention.
Okay.
Really, it's going to be to the hand of the building inspectors, but I have every intention of it being open. I have people who already purchased memberships.
Yeah.
I'm only doing 40 memberships. That's it. So if you want a membership, you better go on ZephoriaLife.com. But I think it's going to be really nice, and I really want to make sure I honor the people who are also members and ensuring that I'm open in accordance with the start date of their memberships.
Uh-huh.
We're coming up there.
Yeah, now, you know what? This is a Fracanaco Bull. I'm sitting out here now, decided I want to start to rain. I'm glad I only got 5 minutes left. But so Rob, what you smoking on, man? And now last year you really like was killing me, bro.
And sipping on. I know he's sipping on something.
Well, you know what? I don't even know why I asked. I should have known. My bad. Are you sipping on anything today?
Nah, just water. I'm trying to focus on getting my PowerPoint and everything together for this class that I got coming up on Saturday. Like I said, I want to put my foot in it. All
right. Well, you know what? I got a couple more minutes before I get out of here for this rain destroy. But
we got Darrell D. Brown of Brown Leaf on board. They are going to get new up and coming lounge. They're working that out, and we hope to see them open soon. They're going to be in Harford County, Brown Leaf Cigar.
Man, that's
and
awesome.
then we missed Smoke Screen Mobile Lounge. Got Briggs.
The Smoke Screen, did he come on? Is he on?
Yeah.
Allegra, what's happening, girl?
Phenomenal tailgate this Sunday.
Okay. All right. Allegra Flowers, how you doing? All right. Glad to see. Bless all of y'all for coming on. Thank you. So, Rob, got to ask this question before we go. and I'm gonna give each one of y'all an opportunity, chance to say something before we close. But Rob, can we look forward to the Fact Finder 9000 this year?
Absolutely. Right now, I'm actually planning on upgrading
Oh,
the Fact Finder 9000 to the Fact Finder 12,000.
oh, oh.
Okay, so we going when we do it, we're gonna do it right. You know
What
what
we
I
You know
mean?
talking
what?
about?
New season,
Oh
new
man,
thing.
you know what, bro? If you haven't seen it, you just gotta wait for it.
You just
Okay.
gotta
Just
wait
gotta
for
wait
it.
for it,
Yes, sir.
man. It's awesome.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. You
It's
can count
awesome.
on it.
Oh
You
man,
take that to the bank.
it's a game changer, baby. It's a game changer. It's a game
Okay.
changer. So Chester, before we close, what you got, man? What you
Oh,
want the people to know?
I just want to say thank y'all, man, for allowing me to be amongst y'all presence, man. This is a beautiful thing. You know, I love the cigar community when we all can come together and vibe like this. Like I said, I'm all about good energy, and this is definitely good energy, and I'm thankful to be a part of it. That's it, man. I appreciate it,
Oh,
and I
man.
appreciate all the folks who are tuning in as well, man. This will hopefully be an awesome season. I like the
Yeah,
previous season, but I'm hoping this will be just as good, if not better.
appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Rob, you got anything before we close?
Yeah, it's getting more dangerous out there. You guys protect yourselves at all times.
What?
Yeah.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Protect
Yeah.
yourselves at all times. I
yeah,
want to
and
see
press
everybody
up.
back here every other week. I want to continue to see your faces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, man, definitely. And I'm of that mindset. You know, there's nothing wrong with whatever you got to do to protect yourself. Whether you get to a gun range class, get your HQL, get your permit, do something
Mhm.
because times are changing.
Times are
Uh,
they have
truly,
changed. They have
um,
they have changed dramatically.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. If you're not armed, you're definitely
Doing
not
something
in a
At
wrong.
good
risk. You
place.
at risk. Yes. Yeah, high risk.
Don't forget to hit me up at the email down the bottom. You guys are free from 12 to 2. Welcome to come on out to Waldorf. I got a basic gun class. We're just going to talk about recognition, concealment,
yeah.
selection, the parts of a gun. You know, nothing major.
And
We
people
talk
don't
about the
realize
little rubber gun here.
it's not just carrying the gun; it's having an everyday carry that fits your lifestyle, fits your need.
Yeah.
That's important.
Where you could
Z,
be
what you
comfortable.
got for? Go ahead, Rob. What you say?
No, Chester hit it on the head. He said, "What? Say that you could be comfortable, something that you're
Yeah,
comfortable with, and
yeah.
something that you know. You have to drill with it. There's a reason why." And I've been in gunfights. As a matter of fact, my 201A class, not to get too far ahead of me, my 201A class is going to be titled "Anatomy of a Gunfight."
Mm,
So
Oh,
and
nice.
I've been in a ton of them. So
yeah,
we'll talk about it. But
That's
yeah.
what's up.
there's a reason why training is so important. So you
Most
don't know
definitely.
what you don't know. Get out there, get into a basic course. Don't have nobody pump your head with the John Wick crap and the John Rambo stuff. You know what I mean? Just get in there. This is what it is. This is what it was designed for. This is what makes it go, click, and then work your way up from there. There
Yeah.
ain't nothing wrong with asking for help. Hey, I need help, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need help. I need help on cigars. I need help on pipes. I need
Yeah.
help on guns because I got a permit or I want to buy one and I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
No shame.
No shame at all.
Mm.
So
Z,
I agree. I don't have a lot to say. I want to say the other half of Brown Leaf came on board. Sharice Reese, so
mm-hmm.
that's the other half of Brown Leaf Cigar, and nephew from Fire and
Hey,
Smoke,
what's up,
and
nephew? What's happening, man? I see him now. I see him. He right there. All
yeah, his
right, brother.
own brand, Culture of Dope. If y'all
Coach.
didn't notice, I'm a real big proponent of marketing other people's brands. I
And
believe
I
we really
believe
have to
he just
share the wealth.
started a show. Howard,
Yes.
nephew, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it TV something?
Smoke TV.
Uh, Smoke TV. There it is. There it is. All right.
wow.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Support my brother in
Him,
his show.
Ron.
Yeah.
YouTube.
TV. I believe you can catch it on YouTube. I'm a matter of fact, after I finish the show, I'll look it up and post it into this segment so
Please
that
do. Please
people
do.
will see it. Yeah, definitely. So he's up there with Fire and Smoke with Shirley, and doing great things. And so appreciate the culture of dope, brother nephew. Go ahead and finish, Z.
Yeah, I just feel like take the opportunity to support other people's brands, especially minority owned brands, black and brown brands. Understand there's power in numbers, understand the power that you have in your community. Don't forsake what you have, because if you don't support, it won't stay open.
Mm.
So when you come into a lounge, support. Don't make it hard for the owners, because I see a lot of this posted online. You come in, you're coming into a lounge, the etiquette of the lounge. If you don't know, like you said, don't be afraid to ask. Everybody started off somewhere. We didn't all just get here by happenstance. It's predestined. Just know that the more you support, the better off we are. And no lounge is perfect. Every lounge has issues. Every person has issues. Every business has issues. Don't make the issues the predominant thing you speak about. Speak the positive about it. Give the feedback to the owners. Give the feedback to the individuals, and keep the drama low, because the truth is, in tobacco, we are the minority, and we really need to stick together, not just on that level, but for tobacco, period, across all races. Because if we don't, we will have no cigar shops to come to, because the taxes are going to be so high.
Yeah,
We'll be smoking at home.
they'll find
So,
out when they go to New York.
yeah,
Well,
educate yourself. Don't just come to the lounge. Go on the PCA websites. Maryland has an association, a retailer pipe and cigar retailers association. Educate yourself. Tell people about it. Learn, what you love, and know that the more you support and the more you speak positively about it, the further it'll go. Let's keep the drama down, especially in our lounges, because the more we support one another, the better off we're going to be.
Yeah.
Well
There it
said.
is.
I
There it
could
is.
not put that
Bring back respect.
any better. And as I close, let me just say, I do want to. It's not so much a correction, but we are the minority in the industry, but
Yeah.
we are not the minority in the buying power that we have. We generate just about 68% of the revenue in this industry among cigar buyers and
Yes, we do.
going into retail shops.
Gurker found that out, didn't they?
They sure did,
Oh,
didn't
You
they?
the
know,
hard
and
way. The
and
hard way.
Rocky Patel did for a minute too.
Yeah, they
speaking
did.
of Gurker, I don't know, Rob. Rob, correct me if I'm wrong. Gurker did not come back into this area and this demographic until I did that show on
He did
Gurker.
the show.
Sure
That
did.
Yeah.
made me, yeah, that was
Sure
one of the
did.
best shows for me. For me,
Yeah.
No
man.
lounge would touch.
Mhm.
No lounge would touch
Which was
Gurker.
beautiful. Yeah.
And Tanya
No
has
lounge would
done
touch
some
Gurker.
great work.
Amen.
Tanya
Tanya,
is a
Yes,
rep
he is.
for
but
Gurkha.
what
She has
need-
done some
what
great work
Yes.
what
with
needed to be cleared up was that it was not the employees, it was the owner of Gurkha, and that needed to be cleared up for us to be able to even feel comfortable buying. I'm smoking a Gurkha right now. I'm smoking the 15 year,
Okay.
and yeah, and I'm smoking it right now. But some things needed to be cleared up because there's some great people, even minorities, that work for the company that we were hurting, and not so much we didn't hurt them, but we had to make our voice known.
Yeah.
But we also had to make our voice known to that owner to get him out,
Yeah.
and we did that. So
With buying power. With buying power. Because once we took that
So
buying,
I think Cookie, Steve Cook for coming on, and I think Juan is the district manager, actually vice president of sales and operations that came on, and then also Tanya came on, and they cleared a lot of things up.
yeah,
And
Tanya's down south, right?
huh?
Say again?
Tanya is down south, right?
Yes, she's in Atlanta.
Yeah, she is. And I'm going to tell
You
you
gotta
what, I
follow her.
applaud her. I
I follow
applaud
her.
her for walking into Gurkha at the height of everything.
Oh, at the height
She
of
was
it,
fearless. She knows what she brings to the table. She has worked in lounges, and she's very personable, and she's very honest. And I think her honesty took her very far. And she's a phenomenal saleswoman. And as a Black woman, it took a lot of courage to walk in the midst of that and to really flourish.
Not only did it take a lot of courage, she was under a lot of scrutiny. Oh, they just hired you
Very
for
much
the,
so.
you know, and that wasn't the case. She knew her stuff. She came in, she capitalized on her knowledge and what she brought to the table, and it was a game changer.
She's the Olivia Pope of the cigar industry.
Yeah, I applaud her.
Amen to that. I applaud it too.
You know, shout out, and we may just do a follow up. We may do a follow up.
You got to follow her on her social media.
That definitely. We do a show on that, and we'll follow up, and we'll see how things have been going since that show that we did.
Hey, Brown just said she won best rep.
Yeah, I was gonna say that she won best rep.
Oh man.
Okay, great. All right.
I like to think we had something to do with that. You know, just a small, a small tiny piece. Tiny piece.
And like I said, look, this show
Robusto amount.
we don't have the best equipment, we don't have the best technology. It's you can call it bootleg, whatever, but however we stream and come across and get information out, it's what we do, and it's what we're doing, and we're going to continue to do it. We can't do it without you. I thank each and every one of you for joining and being with us and partnering with us on the show. When you get the opportunity, if you can share the show, if you can continue to support us when we come on, we don't want to be boring. We don't want to be long and drawn out. That's why I keep it to an hour. We're 8 minutes over right now, but this is getting to know your co-host. And like I said, the next show we will have Miss Vanita on. And hold on, let me get that on there. There she is right there in Atlanta. She's at Atlanta Cigar Week, and we're looking for great things and her input on coming on the show and the vibe that she brings. And we're just looking to make this show great, make the show great again. Go ahead, Rob. Don't say a word. Don't say a word. Don't say a word. Don't say a word. I love Rob. Hey, that's my man. That's my man. And the good thing about him, I love when he speaks his mind, because he brings truth to power. I don't care if you support Trump, whoever, whatever. But so it is what it is. But
and he has a phenomenal radio host voice. I'm telling you,
he does.
Well, thank you very much.
You need to do the promo.
Well, I'm looking forward to working with all of you. I really am. I'm really looking forward to it.
So I appreciate everyone once again. We're going to sign off right now. If y'all could just hang on for a second before we go, we're going to be backstage in just 2 minutes, and then we out of here. But for all of you who are joining the show,
Brown Leaf Cigar definitely wants to join an episode if possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Zee. Let me tell you about this. Every host on this show has a responsibility to at least bring somebody on the show that we could talk about whatever it is that we want to talk about. That's not just my call. That's everybody's call. And so bring what you bring. Let's talk about it. Let's bring it together and let's make it happen.
Amen.
Okay.
You got it.
So, because I trust and believe with what I got on, I rack my brain every 2 weeks trying to figure out what topic we're going to discuss, what we're going to bring. The last show we had before we went on vacation was we did sex trafficking. And what was it, Rob? Sex trafficking and with Dr. Vanetta Rather, and which was a great show. We bring things like that, topics like that, not just about cigars. We're going to talk about cigars, but we come on the show, we smoke our cigars, we have our libations, and we bring real life stuff to people that need to know stuff now. Yeah. Life-changing stuff. So we thank each and every one of you for making this show happen and keeping it alive with your coming on the live broadcast. So join us on the fourth Tuesday as we will come together again. And I appreciate every one of you. We signing off. God bless each and every one of you.
Good luck on your marriage.